Welcome to this premium note. Think of our time together today as an exclusive mentorship session, a real masterclass to fast-track you right into the future of digital content creation. We're looking at a system today that is, honestly, a massive evolutionary leap in how creators and digital entrepreneurs are building media. If you've ever felt completely bogged down by the sheer friction of content production, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to break down a workflow that literally transforms you from a repetitive worker into a high-level executive producer.
Okay, let's jump straight into this number right here, $52,000. Now, this isn't just some random figure we pulled out of thin air. This represents the actual monthly revenue potential that some creators are pulling in right now by running simple, highly popular Stickman storytelling channels on YouTube. You've probably seen them, right? They're absolutely everywhere, just raking in millions of views. But here's the thing, the secret isn't just the stories they're telling, it's the system behind how those stories are actually made.
So I want to open up a little curiosity loop in your mind right now. I want to challenge your current assumptions about building digital assets. What if you could replace your entire manual creation pipeline, the writing, the storyboarding, the endless hours of image generating, with a single master command? We are talking about collapsing days of tedious, soul-crushing labor into a single keystroke. That's the exact workflow we are unpacking in this note today.
Let's get right into Section 1, the paradigm shift. Old way versus new way.
Stepping into the mentor role for a second here, I want you to realize this isn't just a cool new tool. It's a fundamental rewiring of digital media architecture. Take a look at the old way. You know this cycle intimately, right? You research, you script, you write prompt after prompt, just crossing your fingers and praying the AI gives your character the normal amount of fingers. By the time you even open your editing software, you're completely burnt out. But then we look at the new way. Claude combined with Higsfield MCP. It's a streamlined, incredibly fast workflow that completely bypasses that manual grind.
Our source material hits the nail on the head here. It says, no writing dozens of image prompts, just one prompt, and AI handles almost the entire workflow. This note, it's not just about saving you 5 or 10 minutes here and there. It is about actively eliminating those major bottlenecks so you can finally focus entirely on your growth and your strategy.
Moving on to Section 2. Your AI production team. Let's officially meet Claude and Higsfield.
Now, to make this automated system a reality, we really need to understand the relationship between these two tools. Think of it like a brain and hands dynamic. Claude is the brain, right? It knows how to think, it can research, it writes a great script, but it can't actually build your project files. And that is exactly where Higsfield MCP comes in as the hands. It is the crucial bridge that gives Claude the actual physical ability to generate media and save those assets directly into your workspace.
And hey, if you were sitting there thinking this sounds incredibly complex, don't worry. It's shockingly simple. Inside Claude, you literally just open your settings, go to Connectors, paste in the Higsfield server URL, and click Authorize. That's it. Barely a minute of work, zero coding background required, and boom, you have just built yourself an enterprise-grade AI pipeline.
All right, Section 3, the one-prompt system, the master command.
This is where the theory actually turns into execution, and it's just staggeringly simple. You use a comprehensive, pre-written master prompt. The only manual input you actually provide is just changing the topic to match whatever your video idea is. You hit enter. And from that exact moment on, you are no longer a creator toiling away in the weeds, you are an executive, sitting back and watching your team go to work. Just look at the sheer volume of work that one single click triggers. Claude doesn't just spit out random images. It actually thinks first. It researches the topic, builds a logical outline, and drafts a complete script with a really strong hook. Then it breaks that down into a scene-by-scene storyboard, writes its own image prompts, generates the visuals, creates a thumbnail, and get this, it even drafts your YouTube tags, title, and description. The whole shebang, all completely automated.
But here is the real organizational brilliance of this system. As the source highlights, everything is being generated and saved directly into the project. This is huge. You aren't copying and pasting prompts into Midjourney or painfully downloading 50 images one by one. The AI is creating the folders, naming the files, and organizing your entire digital workspace while you literally just sit back.
Which brings us to Section 4, putting it together, the 10% human touch.
So, while the AI builds this absolutely incredible foundation, a premium product is always going to require a human strategist for that final polish. But your job is so light now. Mostly you're just taking the credit. The AI has already handed you the storyboard, the visuals, and the script. So you just drop those visuals right on your editing timeline, exactly in the order the AI suggested. You drop in your voiceover, add a few simple transitions, and you're done. The cognitive load on you is practically zero. In just a fraction of the traditional time, you've gone from staring at a blank screen to having a cohesive, high-quality Stickman video that's completely ready to export. Whether you're making a quick 1-minute demo or a deep 15-minute educational piece, the friction is just gone. The visuals are consistent, the flow feels supernatural, and the entire production process has basically been democratized for you.
Let's wrap up with Section 5, Scale Your Digital Income. Building the Future.
How do we actually take this future-ready system and translate it into real wealth? Well, if you can generate media this fast, you can realistically run multiple automated YouTube channels simultaneously. You could produce high-volume educational content for startups or spin up rapid marketing videos for e-commerce brands in a matter of minutes. And if you're a freelancer, you can take on highly scalable client work and deliver premium assets at a speed your competitors just simply cannot match.
I really want you to internalize this mindset shift. Stop managing the tedious process and start designing the content. You are a startup founder, a modern creator, an industry expert. Your time is way too valuable to be spent downloading files one by one or typing out 50 tiny variations of an image prompt. This system elevates you. You are now a strategist managing your own AI production team.
It fundamentally changes your baseline. Our source material puts it beautifully. The difference is now I'm starting from about 90% complete instead of 0% complete. You don't have to publish the AI's output exactly as is. Of course, you can tweak a script or swap out an image. But editing a project that is already 90% finished, that is a completely different business model than starting from a blank, intimidating screen every single day.
We've reached the end of this mentorship session, and I want to leave you with one final provocative question. Armed with an AI team that can research, script, storyboard, and generate an entire project from a single prompt, what are you going to build first? The digital economy is wide open and waiting for your ideas. And now, you have the architecture to execute them instantly. So get out there and start building.